And I promise you guys, because I just want to touch on this because we were talking about it during the commercials, but I will get to the Britney Spears and Kevin Federline clips. I promise, because it's too good not to. So give me like 10 minutes and then we'll talk about that because I especially think it must have been hard for you, those of you that had teenagers, and that's their idol, and you're sitting there watching this girl about sex, and I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it's one thing the way I speak to adults, but another to have a teenager and have them watch that show. I can't imagine. I mean, the difference between me as a mom and me as, like a girlfriend to my friends or whatever. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, maybe I'll be too tough of a parent. I don't know. All right, but let's just go back for a moment to our friend in her garage. Was it Michelle?
Yes.
Michelle's garage. Now, Michelle has made her garage into a pool table room and a bar kind of thing. Now, she has hid the washer and dryer with some beautiful curtains that have different beer bottles on them.
Where do you find those?
You know what? I don't know.
I want me some.
And I've been around the block. I've been to every Bed Bath & Beyond and Linens and things. I don't know where you find that. Anyway, so I was asking her, in all honesty, are there parts that she thinks get a little trailer? But she holds firm that none of it looks trailer, that it's awesome. Now, here's my fear. As I look back at my life, some of the things that I thought were just amazing and beautiful and just really cool things, I now see as maybe a little trailery. For example, my mom and dad's friends, Jim and Rhea Harris. They had a daughter. Her name was Andrea. And she was the best gymnast in the world. She beat me every time. She was just such a great gymnast. Well, they had made trophy cases in their living room and in the family room for all of Andrea's trophies. And where usually you have crown molding?
Right. Yeah.
Well, instead they built a shelf around the living room.
Oh, all the way around the edge?
Yes, where all Andrea's great gymnastic trophies went.
Wow.
Where crown molding would go.
Right.
And I thought it was the best room in the world. They were so proud of their daughter that their living room was full of Andrea's trophies. How beautiful, how great. My mom wouldn't even put up like one ribbon I got as participant. And I thought, now looking back, I can't imagine having all my kids' trophies in cases in my living room, my family room, and taking down the crown molding and putting them around as crown molding. Right. Total trailer.
And like the pageant walls trailer too.
Oh, yeah.
All the photos and the pageant trophies and ribbons.
Although, can I tell you something? Because as you know, there's a lot of people that do displays. So like the pageant display where our daughter was pageant queen and here's her crown and her trophy and her sash. Well, you did the display with your stupid football.
Oh, I'm trailer. Okay, I think back to being a little kid and my mom having to drive my brother and I to school in like a 72 Ford Ranchero with the back end jacked up and U.S. mags on it. And it was real loud. Blah, 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 blah.
That's not right.
That's my
Your
life.
mom was a school teacher.
I know. My mom had to drive that car. My brother and I'd get out, and then remember, no seatbelts ever. And whenever my mom would slam on the brakes, she'd put her arm across.
Yeah, like that's going to stop us.
Slow us down before we hit the dashboard. Yeah. That was cool.
My mom did that too. If we were in impending doom, she put her arm across. Like, I'm not going to snap her arm in two as I fly or propel.
That's trailer.
Oh, my God. But you know what? You did the same thing because you now have a display with a football and a hat on it.
It's my roots. Oh, I will embrace my...
You didn't play football there.
I will embrace... No, duh, I didn't go to school there, but I'm from there. I'm born there. When you're born there, it's like your birthright. You love that school. I saw it on Cribs. One of the Alabama guys had an Alabama room, and he didn't go there either.
But he probably played there.
No, He was from 112. He's a singer.
There are some things you see on Cribs that you go, that's cool, I have that too,
right.
Like a Ferrari. Then there's some things on Cribs that you should never have.
Acrylic furniture. A lot of people have acrylic furniture.
Yeah, your name painted on the bottom of your pool. Things like that you shouldn't be so proud of.
I have that painted at the bottom of my kiddie pool. Because I have a kiddie pool, too, that inflates and you put out in the yard. Wife doesn't like it one bit, but that's trailer, and that's who I am.
You know, when we were little, we had a deep freezer, one of those those huge,
the big ones.
Yeah,
Oh, you put the deer in there.
That you put in the basement.
It stays out in the carport of the basement.
I can't imagine now needing that kind of space.
Yeah, how much stuff do you have in your freezer?
I have two smart ones.
I have a garage refrigerator and freezer.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I'm trailer. And I have it filled with beer. Like, the one side is beer. The other side is frozen food, like pizza, which I had tapped into last night.
Let me get this straight, because I was looking back and laughing at my life, but I can just come over and laugh at yours.
Yes. And then all my decorations, I'm trailer.
You know, I can't believe out of all the stuff we talk about, and we talk about hard-hitting stuff.
Like the new mayor and stuff.
Yeah, we hit on the new mayor. We talked about Bo Bison and his shoes.
That's hard hitting right there.
We talked about who is Bill Pullman and what has he done. We talked about the new show that Jack is producing.
Yep. The OCD.
Called The OCD. I
That's
love
awesome.
it.
That's awesome.
I love it, Jack. Trademarked. Anyway, so we've been talking about stuff like that, but out of all this stuff, nothing I say has created more controversy or more calls or more enthusiasm than beer curtains.
Beer curtains!
Yay! Sure, we have world famine. We have, death, destruction. We have a new mayor. We have, crime. We have all this stuff. But we also have the answers to, hey, where do I get me some beer bottle-looking curtains? Not to worry, friends. I got your answer. Sarah?
Hello.
Hi,
Oh,
Sarah!
my God, Sarah, it's crazy.
No, I was just laughing because you're like, I've been all around the world and I can't find these curtains. Well, you can't find them because you have to make them.
Oh, nobody told us that yet. Michelle did not tell us that she made her curtains.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much the only way you're going to find the size to cover up a washer and dryer anyway.
See what I mean, people? See what I mean? What we talk about on this show? It's big, I tell ya.
Yeah, no, well, I used to work at a fabric store, and you would be scared the kind of curtains people make.
Well, here's what I'm scared of, Sarah. Because I try to, talk to everybody a little bit. Like, for example, the guy that I'm on a timeout with, Timeout Tim.
Oh.
His name changed again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing. He's like, I just don't understand why you have to, tell everybody that I'm boring or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't say you're boring. I just want to make sure that blah, blah, blah. And so
You're
he's
just
like,
not fascinating.
You're on a radio show. That's why you have to tell everybody.
I know. And he's like, I just don't understand why you say all this stuff to people that you don't even know. And I said, okay, and this is where I got creepy, Sarah. I go, you know what is weird is I don't know these people, but I know what they look like. I know how they are, and I feel like, and this is really creepy, Sarah, because I know this. I feel like you guys are my friends.
I totally understand. It's like, oh, poor Jamie, and we're like all empathizing with you, and we've never met you.
I know, and I said, and he goes, that is psychotic, Jamie. I go, I know it's not rational. That I know that they aren't my friends. I know that on the rational side they aren't my friends, but on an irrational side, I said, I really believe that some of them like kind of are my friends and my best friends I've met through this show. And I said, so I kind of throw stuff out there to see if it's okay.
Yeah.
And like, am I being a rational person because he's doing this or whatever? He's like, so you just share this stuff to find out if you're okay? You just waste everybody.
You'll get an honest answer. We have nothing to lose.
And he's like, why don't you just ask Alina or something like that? And I said, because this way, when I share it with my friends, I called you guys my friends.
My extended friends.
I go, then I get different angles and different views, and then I can know, if I'm okay. And he's like, oh, and then he told me I was warped because I thought, Sarah, that you were my friend.
Well, we'd be offended if you didn't think so.
I know, but I mean, I guess he has a point, but he goes, you live too much of your life for that show, and that you live too much in this thought process that he's like, you're almost getting nutty, like where you think that this is real. And I'm like, I really think they're my friends.
No, you're right. You're totally right.
I do. I don't know what
We
it
have
is.
a very intimate relationship with the listeners of this show.
But I don't even, I don't know. It's like I feel like I know exactly what Sarah looks like. I feel like that we could go have a beer, even though she doesn't drink.
I don't like beer, so you're right.
See,
there.
it's like I already had a connection with Sarah. Now, how would I know that?
This is not your
There's
fault.
no way to know that, but I just guessed
Right.
it.
And this is what
Like
you
a weird
do.
psycho thing.
And I think anybody who does something well, it kind of becomes their world. It makes sense. Like, he thinks that sliding down a hill on a board is important. And trust me, I think that is the most trivial thing on earth. So it's all
Exactly.
about what you do.
He's
you
like,
know?
you're getting scary that you think these people you don't know are your
No,
friends.
I used to do the same thing. I was a manager at a store, and all my customers were my friends. I told them all my life, and I never saw these people outside of work.
I know, isn't it weird? I mean, it really is weird. But I mean, he's like, you're too absorbed in it and caught up in it. I'm like, no, really. I mean, I don't know what my whole point was, but it's the truth. I get like I don't know.
It's not just
psychotic.
it's more than just your job. It is your life.
I know.
Your life is the show. I mean, all this crap's real. We put it out there because it's real and it's how it happens. And these people are your friends. When you meet them on the street, they know everything about your life, even things you've forgotten.
But I feel like I know about them too. Like I know Sarah worked at a fabric store.
Yeah. She was friends.
I told you.
And oh yeah, that's right. And she sells beer curtains that you have to make, which I'm excited about. Sarah, now would you sell a lot of yardage of the beer bottle material?
Oh, yeah. We'd sell the beer bottle material and NASCAR stuff and
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything, you name it. And it's like because we had to ask them what they were making. It was part of our job, and you would be
That
like
was part of your
scared.
job?
Yeah,
Ask them what they're making.
It seems kind of invasive.
What if
Maybe
it's a dildo cover?
Yeah.
It was part of the customer service part of it.
Oh.
One of those sex sheets, with just the hole in it.
Oh yeah, for the hardcore Jew. Yeah. This is hardcore Jew material. Just punch a little hole in it. Now here was my point all along there, Sarah. I knew I had a point. See, people like Brian Grazier's wife. What's her name?
Gigi.
Gigi.
She's
you're
our
right.
friend.
She has like a house with how many bathrooms does she have?
14 or something.
Right.
She didn't know she had to call her
Holy moly.
assistant.
Yeah, so she has 14 bathrooms in her home, right?
How could you possibly use all of them?
That's what we asked her. I mean, it's crazy. She spent like $10,000 on towels.
Yeah.
Now, here is the thing. I try to like talk to all of what I think are my friends. You guys are my imaginary friends.
Yes.
So I don't exactly know how I'm hitting everybody because I think about, hey, let's talk about beer bottle material and covering your washer and dryer with it and how fun that is. And then I think of Gigi with her 14 bathrooms. And now, can she really relate to this?
But she
Well,
can,
she can pick out the fabric and have someone else make it for her.
But
or she can listen and laugh at the wee people who don't have 14 bathrooms.
because I'm guessing that she didn't turn her garage into a pool table room where her
okay.
washer and dryer are, and she hides them with curtains. I'm guessing she has a separate room for all that.
How do you know she doesn't have like a beer bathroom? The theme of one bathroom.
14 bathrooms.
Well, you know what? She's going to be in here next month because she has a new book. We will ask her about her beer bottle. Yeah, if
Oh,
she's
we
ever...
should do that, like trading spaces where we get to come and decorate one bathroom in her house.
no.
Oh yeah, because you know what I'll use? I'll use that spray paint that's a chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
put NASCAR in there and beer.
Yeah, we'll decorate Gigi's house. I mean, her name is Gigi.
Is that her real name, or did she change it to that?
Oh, she probably, once she married Brian Grazier and got all rich, she probably was probably Gina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And now she moved to the Palisades in her 14 bathroom home, and now she's Gigi.
Do you remember when she was pregnant and said, "Yeah, we're having a baby, so we're adding on 10,000 square feet to our house"?
Yes. See, that's why I don't think I'm hitting her with the laundry room beer bottle curtain talk.
She's
Oh,
laughing along.
maybe listening to the show brings her back down to earth.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, maybe. We'll go with that one. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for the phone call.
Have a good
All
day.
right, you too. Bye.
Called you.
When is the Desperate Housewives season finale?
Sunday.
Because Mindy Burbano is, remember Mindy Burbango?
Yeah.
Oh, she's another one that probably can't relate anymore to the.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
She married a really, really rich son of a bitch, and she has a humongous house now. She used to be one of our people. And then she married up the food chain, and I bet she doesn't have beer bottle curtains covering her washer and dryer.
Nope.
I don't know, though. She was on the new Gilligan's Island, so.
Well, she's keeping it real with that.
Right,
yeah.
But she did have like a 10-carat diamond ring on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was Mrs. Howell.
Yeah.
She wiped her butt with money on there.
She's changed. She used to be my friend. She used to be with the real people. Now look at her. Snot. I'm just jealous. All right, anyway, but she'll be on later on to talk about a big old Desperate Housewives season finale show that they're doing. In the meantime, we want to take our final and last call about beer bottle curtains, and I have to because this woman's been holding forever, but it's the last call. It's 20 minutes. She's been holding.
I have a strange sidebar after
A sidebar.
involving beer.
Kathy?
Yeah.
Please be the last person to call about beer bottle curtains.
All right, I promise.
Okay.
No, dude, you could buy them at American Eagle Outfitters in the mall.
Oh, that's
totally,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them, and I was like, what kind of white trash would buy those curtains?
Hey.
But now I know.
Hey, our friend Michelle did.
There you go.
And she says it looks nice, and she's going to send us a picture.
I mean, I don't know what her whole thing is going for. She's going for the trailer park look, then they probably do look pretty tight in there, but they're pretty trashy.
Well, don't you have any kind of theme room going on? Like, did you make a room that because I did this stupid thing. I made a bathroom into like a beachy motif. And I live really far from the beach, but I made it into like a beachy kind of, like I have a picture of a sailboat in there, and then I have like some seashells.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I really can't talk smack because I do own a Velvet Elvis.
Oh, okay. All right, step off.
Yeah, let he who is without white trash throw the first stone.
Yeah, is it framed?
Oh, yeah. it's
Oh,
great.
okay, hello.
It's hardcore, but I mean, I can't talk smack about being white trash, but the beer curtains are definitely
Well,
up there.
you'll be proud of me because I did not do shell-shaped soaps.
Well, that's good.
That's fancy.
And
What
by
are you
the way,
talking about?
really hard to say.
Right.
Shell-shaped soaps.
Shake.
All right, well, Kathy, thanks for your phone call.
No problem.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye. Popcorn just flies all over the place out of my mouth. Here is Jerome. Hi, Jerome.
Hey, what's up?
Not
What's
much,
up?
Jerome. We're rolling heavy. We're rolling deep. We're rolling.
Right.
Are you really?
We keep
Yeah.
on rolling. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just calling about that Britney Spears show you guys were talking about.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about
my
it.
God, it's the worst show
Don't
ever.
get us started.
It wasn't it though?
Yes.
That was just my wife was busy watching it and she wouldn't let me change the channel. I was busy watching Jaws and I had to watch that instead. It was
Well, you know what's funny is I couldn't turn it off because it was so bad. Like, I think there's something to be said about that where you can't stop looking at a car accident because it's so bad. I couldn't stop looking.
You were waiting for it to get better. I think
Yeah,
that's
I think-
I was like, okay, it's gonna get good. It's
Yeah.
gonna get good, and it never did.
Yeah.
No, to me, it seemed hopeless from the start. I mean, you can totally tell that her education didn't go much higher than the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
No.
a good one. Did your wife give you that one?
Huh?
Did your wife give you that one?
Give me what? No.
Yes, she did. Your wife so
I was
said
just
it.
thinking of that one as a
No,
call on my way to
Jerome,
work.
your wife said
No.
it. You thought it was really good, and you took it for yourself. Go ahead.
No, I'm serious.
Tell the truth.
You like that though?
No, Jerome, tell the truth. I know your wife said it. And
I
then you're
am
like,
telling the truth. You want me to
liar.
you have a lie detector on your phone?
No, yeah, you know what
Yes.
it's called? Oh, hang up.
Bong.
Oh, don't make me get that again.
You know what I liked about that guy?
What?
Is everybody was busy watching stuff. He was busy watching Jaws, and his wife
I
was
was
busy
busy.
watching Britney.
It's very hard, Jack, to
It
watch
is.
stuff. It makes you very busy. I'm busy.
I'm
This is
busy.
very
busy
busy.
watching.
I'm busy on my ass.
I'm very busy.
This is me sitting down. Look how busy I am. This is my ass being very busy. Anyway, let's play a few of the clips from the wonderful show that was the Britney and Kevin show called Chaotic. Is it an ongoing series?
6 weeks.
Lovely. All right, here's just, it'll give you a little taste of it. Number one, Jack.
When you're in the public eye, people think you're different.
People think you're different.
Truth is, I want what everyone wants. Love.
My ideal guy would be somebody that hasn't really seen that much because I have, and I'd like to see through him.
I just didn't believe in the fairy tale.
I care about you. If you ever watch this tape, I care.
That was touching right there. I was moved.
He's a doofus, and she is a desperate, sad little girl.
I learned one thing, though, on this show that I didn't know. I thought he was her backup dancer, and that's how they met. Apparently, they met in a nightclub, and then she was on tour and bored and needed companionship
Well, that's what I mean.
and had him flown there.
She's a sad, lonely little girl, honestly, because if you watch that, you realize how alone she is on tour. I mean, you know, she's going all over the world pretty much by herself with a bodyguard and like the make. I mean, all these people that, you know, go with her, but they're not confidants. You know, they're not friends. They're just workers that she pays to be there for her.
They all laugh at the dumbest. You hear them all laughing along with her, and you're like, oh, that's the paid
They're not
flunkies.
real people for
Yeah.
her, you know, and you think, my God, she's sent out all over the country, all over the world by herself, and you can also tell she has no idea of the money that has been spent or the finances or who arranged anything. She just is a show up kind of girl. Like, there's her stage, and she pops on stage, and she performs for the record label, and then they move her to somewhere else. I mean, it's just really a
3 o'clock hair and makeup. And
it's a
5
real
o'clock
life,
here.
yeah.
It's pretty weird.
So I can see how she was so sad and lonely and desperate that she clung on to this dingleberry. You know, but I think it's because it's all she really has. I mean, she, you know, because otherwise it'd just be a film about her and the people she pays to be around her.
But where did she go awry? She was the girl that was, I'm a virgin, I'm the goody good girl, and then she came out of her shell a little bit, and now she's smoking, she's drinking, she's drunk, she's talking about how much she had sex.
The sex thing, and by the way, I love sex, and I sell sex, but man, it was over the top about sex. I mean, it was, what, a 1 hour show? And
Yeah.
it was just, oh, like, what positions do you like in this? And I don't know what you parents did that had teenagers or even, 10, 11-year-olds that wanted to watch it, because I don't know if I'm going to be a really strict parent or a bad parent, but there's no way in hell I'd let an 11-year-old watch that. I mean, it was real, especially if it's their idol.
Yeah, and then
But then I don't want to be a bad parent and go, you can't watch it, because then they want to watch it.
And she didn't edit out when she was smoking. I always figured Britney would totally hide that she smokes, and she's sitting there on camera like puffing and talking.
And he's just a nincompoop.
Yeah, he is.
They're like, why do you, something about like, why do you like Britney or whatever? And I kept yelling, because she's worth millions. And if I knock her up, she's even worth more.
That's what the bodyguard said. There's a good drop in there from the bodyguard talking about what his first impressions of Kevin were.
Well, first of all, let's get to number 2, Jack, which is the first 15 minutes of the show, and she has her video camera talking.
I really don't know why I was asking so many questions about commitment and marriage. Hello. Maybe because I hadn't had that in so long. It's something I kind of longed for, and trying to shout out to the universe, come to me in some weird way.
And the universe gave me a dirty dirt bag that's going to knock me up.
And just his attitude, he seems like just a slime ball that, I mean, I'm sure he's in awe, there he is in London with this chick that everything's paid for. They're at the Four Seasons probably. And, oh my God, there's chauffeurs and bodyguards. And he's going, all right, I got to put on my super cool act because I've really nothing else to offer.
Yeah.
know?
See his clothes? It was always like a baseball hat and boots.
All right, Jack, number 3.
I needed some companionship. And for some reason, I couldn't get this guy out of my head that I'd met.
So I flew him there and boned him.
So don't you think, like, if you're this desperate, lonely girl on tour, and I have no idea what that would be like, but if you're this desperate, lonely girl that some guy pays attention to you, you cling on to him, and...
It's weird because I don't think that performers like that have the groupies like the guys do. The guys go on the road and they're just like, woo, different girl, different night, let's go. And a girl, I think she's almost like a prisoner while she's on tour. She's locked down.
And I can't even believe I care or that I'm talking about it because it's pathetic, but I really feel like she doesn't love this guy, that it is just simply someone to take away the loneliness. I mean,
Right, no, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because her life is lonely, and now she's kind of a mess on top of it. So.
It's such a bad show, Jack. It was
It's bad.
Oh, and then she kept saying, how do you guys like to do it? Which way do you like to do it? Ugh. If you can go to number 6, here's the bodyguard talking about Kevin.
Yeah.
They're taking over the whole goddamn city, I tell ya. One council member at a time now, Mayor. Your people, they're bringing me down, man.
I like this guy. I like Villa.
I do too, actually. I would have voted for him. All right, anyway, we're going to get back to the Britney crap in a minute. The worst show ever done in the history of television, besides the show Gilligan's Island.
Oh, wow.
Which our friend Mindy Barbano did.
Oh, hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, gracias.
Hey, dos cervezas, por favor.
Good morning, nice.
Hi,
nice.
yeah.
How are you, Jamie?
I am great. How are you?
Fine. So you broke up again with your co-host now, so you're just breaking up with everybody.
Well, I didn't break up with him. He apparently
I know.
Drinks too much.
I know.
Mindy was in Cancun.
I was there.
You saw him
I
fight
probably
an
drank
alligator.
more than he did in Cancun.
Yeah, you drank too much, so much you don't remember boning him.
Oh! Or fighting an alligator.
That's gross. No, that's chaotic right there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so he's not here. I ran him off, and things couldn't be better.
Good.
Yeah,
Glad
thanks.
to hear. You sound good.
I feel good. I mean, not things good, okay, whatever.
You want to date yourself. That's what I hear now.
Yes.
No, that's not true.
You said it yesterday.
You said that all day yesterday.
That was your whole thing? You want to date
You're
yourself?
more fascinating than them. You should date yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Right.
Okay. Moving on.
I do want to date myself. I am fascinating. All right, here's the deal.
So I've become a desperate housewife.
Well, let me just, I want to tell you what we've been talking about, okay?
All right.
First of all, did you see the Britney and Kevin thing?
Yes.
Ew.
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 Thoughts?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
You know, Glenn has this whole thing about him that, here he is, this guy, he's living with his roommate. He goes out and meets this girl. She takes him, he leaves a girl at home who's got a baby and a baby on the way, whatever else his story is. And then he goes running off across the country with this gal. And it's like, where's your responsibility? And how can she have respect for a guy who does that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't look at what they've done in the past.
I know. Look at the kind of man he is. I mean, that's why I married Glenn. He spoke so highly of his ex-wife, and he takes care of his kids.
I hate it when they do that.
Responsibility, all blah, blah, blah. So.
No, I mean, I hate it when they have respect for their ex-wives and stuff. Ugh. They're like, I have nothing bad to say about, even the snowboarders, like, I have nothing bad to say about my ex. I'm like, find something.
Fine. Helps me out, thanks. Helps me out.
Yeah, it does. It is. It's so much better. Find something. So, yeah, I just thought it was the worst show ever, besides Gilligan's Island. And,
the original, right?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Will you ever do anything like that again?
No, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, I had fun. I enjoyed it. We had a blast. I lost 6 pounds on the show.
Oh, awesome.
But no, thank you. I don't care for the reality, like cameras in your face at every second.
Yeah, and you have to create all this stuff that's not real. And
it's tough. There was plenty of real. They created a few dramatic moments, but
right.
But anyway, so now I am a desperate housewife living in EOC. I am 2 shows putting together.
Yeah, nice. and that's what we were talking about, too, this morning, is that there's a lady, she changed her garage into a pool table room, and she hid the washer and dryer with curtains that she made that were, the fabric is beer bottles.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and I said, some of us can relate, and then, like, some of us can't anymore. Like, I don't know, the chick that marries the millionaire. I mean, those days...
I still shop at Ross, so just be quiet.
Yeah. Oh, I don't believe it.
I do.
I don't believe it.
You want to look at my credit card? My black card?
Oh. Yeah, because I knew you when. I knew you back when you thought beer bottle curtains would have been bitchin' to hide your washer and dryer.
Oh, my God.
In fact, I knew you back when you didn't even have a washer and dryer. When you would take the clothes to the laundromat.
When you carried around feminine hygiene products in a plastic fish.
I've done that. Oh, that's Michelle.
Don't try and
That's Michelle, who's engaged, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard.
Yes.
To the fireman, right?
Yes, the fireman.
Nice.
Yeah, that's because she's real.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. She doesn't need to marry the OC billionaire.
Yeah, that's right, because I'm fake and shallow.
Yes.
I mean,
And desperate.
The wedding cake was a huge thing of big old Tiffany boxes that she had made look like Tiffany boxes.
Yeah. No, that was at the shower that you did come to, not the wedding.
Oh,
that you
ow.
didn't come to.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, whoops. But I got you a
the
gift.
cloth that you gave us.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
I gave her a
thing.
gift. Yeah, no
That's
problem.
nice.
It's on eBay. I saw it. I bought it.
Yeah, right.
All right, so what are you doing now? Something good.
Can we just say wee?
Yes, we can.
Wee.
That could either be a couple of things. First of all, my little piggy.
On the way home. Yeah, on Sunday, Desperate Housewives has gotten such a crazy following, and many of us can relate to it. You will, Jamie, one day, promise. You got the desperate part down. You have the desperate part down.
Ow, God.
Easy. What
Jab.
the hell
Jab,
is that
jab.
supposed to mean?
That's all a good thing because we're all desperate. We are all desperate, whether we're married or we're single. We all have levels of desperation. So.
Well, at least my husband didn't get me my black credit card. I got it on my own.
Wee wee.
Why don't you go black, honey? Okay. So
I don't
all
really
day. What I'm doing now is I'm hosting a Desperate Housewives, kind of a season wrap party on We Entertainment Network.
I love that. That's Winner
Winner Entertainment.
Winner.
Wieners Entertainment.
Yes, women's entertainment, a far better decision than Gilligan's Island.
Yes. And that's a cool show.
I mean, yeah, like you're doing like real life entertainment, cool stuff here. You're not like dressing up like Mrs. Howell
and eating crappy food. Yeah, exactly.
This is if I was to manage you, I would have suggested this in lieu of Gilligan's Island.
Okay. Oh, well, great. How about both? We got them both.
Yeah, exactly. Don't put the other one on your resume.
That's okay.
All right. So anyway, it's a big old grand finale.
Big finale, Desperate Housewives. After the finale at 10 o'clock live on We. For those who you can find it at your cable, whatever your cable station carries it. It's live and it's actual real life Desperate Housewives. We're also having a stylist, James Aguilar, talking about the fabulous clothes that are worn by this woman, and of course all the gossip that happens behind the scenes and such. And basically, We is doing like all day Desperate Housewives. They've got what's really cool is they've got a day-long movie festival before they were desperate, which is showing all the films of the characters were in before they were in the show.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they've got and interviews from their co-stars and actors and stuff.
Now, why are you guys doing this live?
Well, they want to make it live. It's more fun and exciting and desperate.
So right when the show ends, they cut you go to We on ABC. As soon as Desperate Housewives ends, you can go to We and get the live special.
Yeah, go to We, get the live special, and hear real life stories of people in their own desperation. And then I think Access Hollywood is also having a show that day at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock Pacific about all the behind the scenes footage that hasn't been seen and never been seen stuff like that, and interviews and all.
I can't believe how well this show is done. And it's weird how many women relate to different characters in it.
It really is. Who do you relate to?
I'm already a frumpy mom with twins, but without the twins.
Okay.
And without the husband.
Like the husband and the twins.
Yeah, like I already have sweatpants and my hair looks like that chick. But I don't have kids or a husband, so I'm not sure how it's going to go later on in life.
You got the look down.
Yeah.
You still have a job, though, which is to your benefit.
And then I date somebody a lot younger, so I got the Eva in me because this guy didn't know who.
You're all of the Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, woman.
Yeah. And I have Botox,
there
like the redheaded one. I have Botox. So I can't move my forehead like her. She's got to let some wrinkles in.
Oh, my God. Yeah, let them bring on the wrinkles.
They should really do a show about Nicole Kidman and Marsha's foreheads.
Marsha's her forehead doesn't move.
No, honestly, you could actually put Nicole Kidman's forehead and Marsha's and switch them. You wouldn't even notice.
Be the same. I think Marsha Cross's hair has Botox. That doesn't move either.
Or it's going backwards, or she's receding, or something.
All the Botox.
Yeah, something's not right in that chick's head.
But she plays it so perfectly, doesn't she?
Oh, she's great on the show.
Perfect in that role.
Yeah, she's absolutely, positively great. All right, so I'm so proud of you for getting a gig like this. This is way better.
Thanks, Mom.
No, it's awesome. I mean it because.
Oh, and I also want to tell you, I'm working on a major production that is due in the fall.
Oh.
Be looking for. It's the biggest production I've ever worked on yet.
Gilligan's Island, the movie.
A movie?
Nope.
Is it a movie?
Nope.
TV show?
Nope.
Is it a magazine?
Nope.
Baby.
Is it a baby?
It's a baby.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yay!
Oh my God! I have so much to. Shut up!
Yeah.
I thought he didn't want kids.
He's got 4. Why not one more, right?
Yeah.
I
for the road.
knew you were gonna do this to him. I did.
To him, he wanted me to do it. We went through in vitro, so.
Oh my God! Because I remember him going. It's really great. Mindy doesn't want children. I've already had, my family. Because one of his kids is like as old as you, right?
No, the funny thing is, I didn't want children, and he's like, "You gotta experience it. It's so amazing when you feel the love for your own child." He's like, "It's nothing like it."
God,
congratulations!
I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
This is amazing. How far along are you?
I'm 4.5 months. Me and Britney are gonna have, joint showers together.
Oh my God! I wish I could see you because you're fat.
I think I'm actually having twins because there's 2 growing in my ass.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Michelle was so funny because I was going to be in her wedding. She's like, "I'm so excited you'll be fatter than me on my wedding day."
That's what girls are all about, isn't it? It's all about love.
Those are real friends.
Well, congratulations, Mindy.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I know you'll name it after me. That'll be just adorable.
Of course, Jamie Stern.
Yes, it's just adorable. Well, congratulations, and we will look for you after Desperate Housewives. We will click over to We and watch the live grand finale extravaganza party thing.
Darling, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Mindy.
Always a pleasure. Bye.
All right, congratulations again. That's awesome.
Thanks.
All right, bye. Bitch.
Call Jamie.
Wow. Wow, show's flying by. We got all kinds of things still left to talk about. I want to still talk about the Britney and Kevin Federline disaster. I feel, and I don't want to feel anything for Britney. I feel sorry for her. I feel like she has settled on a guy because she's lonely. I feel like she doesn't love him. I think she's a lonely, lonely little girl out on the road. I mean, yeah, she has everything, and we're just talking about Mindy, but Mindy has a family and people around her and all that. But this girl has everything in the world that you could want, but love.
Do you think Justin is just thrilled that he got out of that?
Well, I think that she still is so madly crazy in love with him that it doesn't even matter maybe if she's not in love because she can't be again.
She cheated, though. She's the one that cheated on Justin in that relationship.
Yeah.
So how much love do you need, you little tramp?
I don't know. She's so young, though. I mean, who cares?
She boned one of her favorites, though. Imagine that. Imagine if you could get whoever your favorite guy is in the world, if you could have sex with them just because you're Britney Spears.
Yeah, but I mean, she was so young, and you can't make wise choices when you're that young. And it's the only love you knew was Justin. You didn't know if he's really, really the love.
But he comes across now as kind of classy and
He's
talented,
super
and
cool.
he held up very well. In fact, I like him more now,
Yeah.
or she has gone the total opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I know, and she was like, I don't know what happens. All right, here's if you can go to number 4. It says trying to hook up her ugly assistant with a guy on the tour named Miguel. Only she calls him Migel.
Oh, she speaks Spanish worse than you.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead,
The
Jack.
cute guy on the tour, and he's really supposed to be really, really cool and stuff. His name's Miguel. What, Faye? Miguel. We're gonna try to hook the shizmalls up, and she can get some smashels going on in the head. So.
What?
I definitely think there's a time in every woman's life if you haven't had companionship, or you should let go and be your hot mama self. You need to get laid. Faye, you do, because sometimes you get on our nerves, right, Tony?
She said hook the shizmalls up so she can get some smashels going on.
That's what I thought she said.
That's because she's cool, you guys. Duh.
Sounds so cool when you say it in all redneck.
And number 7, Jack. Go ahead.
I've had sex 3 times today. He just got here today? And no, he got here the day before yesterday.
Oh, so you're being on duty.
She had sex 3 times that day. She's telling her makeup guy. At this point, Kevin's not her boyfriend.
Yeah, he is. She's boning him.
But she'd flown him out there. She had just met him 5 days before.
She's a lonely kid. She needs the Kev.
Wow.
And he leaves his family, and then there he is. I don't know. She's a disaster waiting to happen, in my opinion. But, what do I know? But little Angel here on the phone would like to tell us something about her friend Britney.
Oh.
Hi, Angel.
Hey.
Hi. Jack.
Hi.
Hi.
There.
I just wanted to. I know Britney's a total extreme, but if you think about it, a lot of girls can actually relate to her.
And in what manner? Like how?
Well, I know somebody who also went astray. Like she just totally turned around and nobody thought she'd do it, but a lot of times it's for attention. They don't feel like they're getting enough attention.
So what, your friend, she went on tour and she was lonely?
No, that's not what she did, but she ended up getting with a guy that got her into trouble, and she started ditching school and all that stuff, and she wasn't that kind of a person.
Well, I guess
before.
that makes sense. I mean, at first I thought you were a dip crap, but
No.
I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, I think it is for attention. I think maybe you do hook up with the bad Kevin guy because A, that's all there is, and B, it's like people turn their heads and go, oh my God, let's take care of her.
He's also the only guy that you could possibly date that wouldn't have to miss work to come over and bone you for a week.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, you have to have somebody that's such a loser they're available at all times, right?
Leave his wife and come out and get with
Yeah,
you.
like who can go to Europe for 2 weeks?
And sometimes
and
you just
the
need to
fact
get your
that she's
smash on.
fawning,
Go ahead.
and the fact that she's fawning about the whole, I've had sex 3 times and stuff like that.
Today.
Yeah, in a day, that you can tell that she just wants attention because obviously she's not going to flaunt it if she didn't want that attention,
Well, Angel, here's what I say. It's a big old Britney cry for help.
Yeah.
That's what this show is, you know?
Well,
we need
hopefully
to just,
she'll take the help, but I doubt it.
we need a Britney intervention. We just need to pull her out of that sad, sad place she's in.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was the worst show ever. You saw it, right?
I didn't get a chance to.
Oh,
You are
gosh. You know what? The network actually owes us money for the time we wasted.
Yep.
Really?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I've heard people say that it was stupid and that it was just.
It was a waste of everybody's life, and I'm not kidding you. If I could, hire Gloria I need her because I would like to do a class action lawsuit for a waste of everyone's time. I'm not kidding. It was
Maybe you
that bad.
should.
Maybe. I'm gonna. Hey, can Monica? Will you get me Gloria's phone number, please? We have Gloria's number.
I don't know. I think she's. I'm not going to say it.
She's busy.
She's usually against us, not for us.
Yeah.
Gloria loves us without the Dan.
She usually sues half the show.
Okay. Anyway, did we get Gloria's number?
Yeah, it's right there.
Both of them.
Okay. Gloria, all red, and where's the Jacoby and Myers?
That's the next page, under Gloria.
Thank you. Okay, here's the deal. My thought is that Britney show yesterday was a waste of my time.
Worst show in the world.
Worst show in the world, besides that Gilligan's Island show.
Yes. Right. By the way, which is coming back for another season.
I cannot believe it, by the way. I mean, are there any shows that you can think of that have been worse? You know,
I agree with Stench. Simple Life is pretty horrible.
Awful. You know what got thrown a bone and is coming back next season? Jake in Progress. It was on the block. It was going to get danked, and it's coming back. They're giving it another shot.
Oh, good. I like that, John Stamos.
He is a
you
good
know
guy.
what I never liked is that show where those celebrities' wives' heads were in the little box.
Oh yeah, Match Game or not Match Game.
And they had big old headphones on, and then
Tattletales.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And then they had to talk to their wives or husbands, and they had big, huge headphones on, and they were in a little TV box.
Right.
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember that.
There were 3 celebrities across, or whatever, 4. And then their wives or husbands were like in a secret room, and they had big headphones on, and then they go to them, and they
would ask questions and see if they could match the answer without, obviously.
But you know what I never also liked was Hollywood Squares.
No.
Never a fan of it.
It's too written. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I liked Match Game because that was funny. They were all drunk. That's the one Gene Rayburn with the little microphone with the little ball in the end.
I like the
Gong Show. I love that one. And they should bring back that microphone. You know what? Ryan Seacrest on American Idol should have that microphone.
They should bring back the Match Game and keep it real like that, where they let everybody on it be drunk and they just
Yeah.
have fun.
But Paul is already drunk allegedly. But
Right. So all we need is the microphone.
All we need is that long stick microphone with that little ball on the end, and he could get. Bob Barker used to change up the colors.
Right, and I think Charles Nelson Riley is still alive, so if we put him on the panel with them.
I
just
like
to add
it. Yeah, because remember the fuzzy ball would be like pink or blue, do different colors of the fuzzy ball at the end. I don't know. It's just an idea. Just trying to improve American Idol. It's fallen a little bit behind Desperate Housewives. Just trying to help out. That's all.
Well, and Match Game kept adding the year. It would be like Match Game 78.
Oh, see, that's
so
nice.
So they could do American Idol 05, American Idol 06.
Actually, and Monica, if you could give me the number of Lever 2000, I have a bone to pick with them.
For all your parts?
Yeah. Hello, what year are we in?
No, but it's because there's 2,000 body parts, not the year.
Yeah, for all your 2,000 parts.
They're claiming there are 2,000 separate body parts and that lever will wash them all. Yeah. It's not a year thing. Well, at least it's one less phone call we have to make.
No, but
Thank God.
I have to call Fancy Pants from the past.
No!
It's too late. It's something that I said to him a year ago, and he never corrected me.
Criminy, no! Jack,
Please
turn that
leave your
off.
voice or numeric message after the tone.
No.
Hi, it's me. I know I haven't talked to you in about a year. Hope you're well. Hope all is good. Hope everything's lovely. About, I don't know, a year ago when I spoke to you and I said, gosh, do you still use that Lever 2000? And they should really change it up now because it's 2005. And I laughed and you didn't say anything. Well, I just found out this morning that they meant that was 2,000 body parts. And so I just want you to know, thank you for appeasing me and chuckling a little bit. But they don't need to change the name to Lever 2005. It's just about body parts. Unless you're an amputee, and then I don't know what you do.
Right, and I think there's some parts you can't wash, like your eyeballs. I don't want lever in my eyeballs. They should really eliminate certain numbers.
I've had worse in my eyeballs.
Right. Well, that'll be a good message.
Believe that we have defenders of the Britney.
No
Oh, I thought you were going
way.
to say leave for 2000.
Bring them on.
All right. Here's Kathy. Kathy, hello.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We are good. I am disturbed to find out that it wasn't Lever 2005. It's just 2,000 body parts.
Really?
Yes. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. They're referring to that you have 2,000 body parts to wash.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. I learned it today on this show.
Okay.
See?
Okay, so I'm kind of nervous to say anything because I don't want you guys to rip my head off.
Oh, too late, Kathy. We're ready to shred.
Okay, all I want to say, I'm not defending it. I think that it was a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, think about it. She's 23 years old. She's 2 days older than me. I'm 23 years old. Like the girl was saying before, that, people do kind of relate to her. I'm not saying that I'm as skizzy as that, but I don't know. I just think that she just wants to...
Please give yourself so much more credit.
No. Oh, no. I'm just saying, rock on. She just wants to show everybody screw it. I think she's just kind of giving everybody the bird, personally.
Okay, and I understand that part, that she's got to be a little sick of it, but don't you feel like it instead underlying showed a really sad and lonely girl?
Oh, totally. I totally agree with that.
So is that really a bird, or is that more of a, oh my God, this girl's on the brink?
I think she's on the brink, but at the same time...
It's a brink bird.
No, definitely. I think, and I kind of compare it not so much to Madonna, but Madonna kind of did the same thing.
Well, Madonna had that Truth or Dare video.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then wasn't there back...
the movie. She had a movie.
Right, exactly. She did that little show with Warren Beatty was all in it.
Right, and I remember that because we saw it at midnight. We were freaks about it back then, like Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
You weren't born yet, but anyway.
I was born for Star Wars.
But the thing is now Britney's doing it too, and I'm thinking, are you just Madonna's idol?
Madonna, okay, hold on.
You weren't born for Star Wars.
Yeah, you weren't born for Star Wars, first of all. Right. And Madonna, absolutely, first guy she was with, Sean Penn, huge celebrity, successful. Warren Beatty, huge celebrity, successful. She didn't bone the loser personal trainer until she was well established and well into her career.
Oh, yeah, the guy that gave her kid.
Yeah, the first baby.
Yeah.
She didn't start boning losers till way later.
And here's the other thing, is it was an R-rated movie. It wasn't something that my 13-year-old daughter, and I don't have one, but
and that
there
was the
could
one
be
thing
a
that
few.
I was actually thinking about, was that all these moms who actually were just like, okay, might as well just watch it. And then I could just imagine the look on their faces.
That's what I said, because it's not rated R, and so all these little, 11-year-olds, what would you do? I mean, I know you're only 23, but let's say that, you got knocked up at 13 and you have a 10-year-old now. My God, my math is fabulous. Anyway, so you have a 10-year-old. What do you do when she's sitting there watching her idol drink beer, say we're loaded, smoke cigarettes, and say, oh my God, what position's your favorite?
No, definitely. I would probably freak out and turn off the TV and tell my kid to go watch something else. Just
Welcome
because
to the dark
it's a bit much.
side.
I think if it was on cable, like if it was on MTV or something like that, it is directed more towards older viewers, which I think would be fine. But the fact that it is...
Wait. What did you just say?
No, not older viewers, but I mean the 19,
You're saying that
20-year-old
cable is directed towards older people?
No, that's not what I meant.
So
That's not what I meant.
MTV is really for...
My grandma watches that all the
Yeah,
time.
so that is the dumbest thing ever that you could say. That
I'm sorry.
cable is directed towards older people.
I didn't mean it like that. I just think that it would
What did you mean?
Not so shocking if it was on a different type of cable network, not so much just like regular cable.
I still don't think you covered it up well, because
know.
that was
I
really kind of a dumb one.
I didn't. I tried.
That's okay.
but
You know
I
what,
didn't.
Kathy? I try to. I'm always like, no, here's what I meant. You just misunderstood. But see, you were good because you back down. I get really defensive and try to prove that.
Oh, I know. I listen. I know. You guys are awesome, and I know. I didn't want to step on any toes because I love you guys.
No,
but.
that was so funny. At least she backed down. Me, till the end, you didn't understand what I meant. What I was saying is, if you look at cable and if you break down the actual, the demographics of it, see, you should have done something like
You
that.
just heard it wrong, dumbass.
Yeah, why didn't you say that?
I don't know.
All right,
I'm just
Kathy.
saying, rock on, Brittany. I'm just saying, I just laughed at it because it's finally, she's just kind of giving everybody the bird and just being like, screw it, this is my life.
Kathy, do you know Cyndi Lauper?
I don't. Well, I remember her, but I don't know her personally.
She said it best. Girls, they want to have fun. Yeah,
Exactly.
they want to have fun.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think it was a bit much. Don't get me wrong. It was just a bit like, I dropped my jaw a few times, but,
That's funny because I dropped my drawers last night.
All right.
3 times in one day, as a matter of fact.
And I didn't. I just wanted to brag like Brit. Jack, where were you? The girls just want to have fun.
Oh, did you want me to sing?
No. I guess
didn't know where you were going.
I guess it wasn't one of your favorite songs.
No, it
So
wasn't.
I guess only when we talk about songs that are Jack's favorite. No, forget
I have a favorite
No.
Cyndi Lauper song.
No, that's not Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Will you look up Cletus something or another?
I need more than that.
It's just look under Cletus. He's the not the author, the artist. His name is Cletus, and it's something about like it's not redneck woman. It's like I'm a working class man or something. Did you find it?
I'm a big fat redneck. I'm a big old pig.
He's the Weird Al in country.
Oh, is he?
Mm.
Yeah, no, I got nothing on
When I get fired from here, I'm so going to country. I hope you guys know that.
We're getting, speaking of country bumpkins, we're getting Larry the Cable Guy coming up on the show soon.
I don't know him.
Larry the Cable Guy, the comedian, he's this big old
I
redneck
hate
with
that
his
guy.
ass hanging out. He's
Jack
funnier
hates
than
him
hell.
and he hates Cyndi Lauper.
The perfect
No, I like Cyndi
reason to
Lauper. I
bring
just
him
can't
up here.
find the song I like.
Hey, you know what? Would you look for Cletus?
I did look for Cletus. There is no Cletus.
You didn't look.
I did. You spelled Cletus C-L-E-T-U-S. Doesn't matter. There was nothing under C-L.
I know it's in there.
It's not.
You're not applying yourself.
What's the name of the song?
I'm a working class man.
It's probably not.
Look under I'm a.
No.
Look under working class man.
Working class.
I'm a. You're not looking under I'm a.
Here's the problem. You like country music up to the point where you need to learn the artist and the name of the song, and then you don't like country music anymore because you always come here. You know that one.
Oh,
It
that
says.
one, I'm a.
You know the one with the cow in the
You
title.
guys would
It's
like
about a
this
truck.
one. I played chicken with the train, played chicken with the train. You know that one?
No.
Okay.
I'll look up played though.
Here's Isabel or Isabella or Isabelli.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi. Well, you know what? I was just calling because I want to know when Danny's coming back.
Well, I am glad that you called and asked that question because I, my friend, have an answer for you.
Well, let me hear it.
Okay. Well, I thought he was coming back this week. Well, then, no. He's not coming back this week. Well, then I said, when's he coming back? And they said, he's not coming back next week. And I'm like, holy hell, Batman, where's my partner? And then they tell me that he's coming out after the day after Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, the Tuesday.
Or Labor Day week. Whatever that weekend is, that first one.
Memorial.
Yeah.
But are you going to be nice to him or are you going to be rude?
Well, Isabel, I'm not really sure my direction yet because I am pissed off at a few things and I'm pissed off at him about a few things. But by this time, I will probably have let my anger go and I will just sit back and watch.
And watch him
Let me
you
translate
around.
that for you. That means depending on what happens on that 3-day weekend.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Jamie
poor
has a
Danny.
good
If
3-day
I have
weekend.
a good weekend, it'll be a good day for Dan.
Danny's going down.
If I have a bad weekend, it'll be a bad weekend for Dan. We'll see how it goes.
I feel sorry for him.
Oh, and you should wait until that Tuesday after Memorial Day.
Do you think?
Okay, well, that was it. I just wanted to make sure that he is coming back because I love Danny.
And you know, who doesn't really?
You.
No, I love I have love for the Dan. I'm just pissed off at him right now.
Okay.
Because
well,
I think his motives for doing this for a television show were absolutely asinine when he's leaving us during a time that this radio show is being
Very important period.
I guess it's called judged.
Yeah, it's a very important period
It's-
for this radio show right now.
Right, it's being judged, and he takes off for his television show, and he doesn't know where his bread and butter, or he forgets where it's coming from, and his priorities are, because he
television. What happened to being in rehab? See what happens
he's
when
doing
you work
it.
nights?
He went to rehab to have it filmed for television
Oh.
for his reality show.
And this radio show is the main source of income for everyone in this room, including him.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dumbass.
Well, there you go, Isabel. Now you know how I feel.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you for your phone call.
All right.
All right. Bye.
I'm
I mean, I finally have to tell people why I'm
Right.
pissed. You know, I mean, I can hide it, but it's going to show up on VH1 that he was filmed in rehab. And so, you know, I think people are going to be more mad at us that we said, oh, no, they're not filming it. They are. And he told us that he planned on it forever. How many times did he tell us before, I'm going to go into rehab? They're, you know. for the show, whatever it takes for the show.
But the one thing that I got is people, they'll call up and they're like, you guys are being mean to him. When we weren't being mean to him, the one show where you went crazy was you were saying you guys needed to be separated because you guys were both losers. You didn't say Danny. You said me and Danny are losers and we both got issues and we need to separate. And then the mean part, honest to God, this is the career of everyone in this room. This is what we do for a living, and we are in a very crucial period right now. It would be like, imagine Shaq all of a sudden deciding he's going to leave during the playoffs. It's
During
like,
the
whoa,
playoffs,
wait
you
a minute,
guys.
you're Shaq. You know, we need you.
And now let me explain. He's not just leaving the Lakers during the playoffs, but he's leaving to go play intramural basketball in Hawaii for a couple of weeks.
And he'll be back before the finals.
But he thinks it's really important to play that intramural because they're taping it for a show.
You guys speak for yourself. I'm only doing this until my dance career takes off.
Like I said, this is Jack's career.
Jack, what'd you find?
I was at I'm Freaky, and I still haven't found your song.
Hold on, somebody
Jack
knows it.
hates you today.
I know, he's not even helping me. Whatever. Isaac?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
First of all, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I've listened to you since I was 13 when you were still Jamie, Frosty, and Frank.
You know, there's no reason to
He's getting better.
Like, there's no reason to put an age on things, Isaac. It's really,
Okay.
Now
well,
I'm 40.
I'm just excited to be to be talking to you. It's awesome.
Well, Isaac, how old are you now?
I'm 21 now.
Oh, God, that is terrific. Now, he not only does he have his driver's license now, but he can drink. He's probably been laid since we last met. Yeah, and
oh man,
my God, Isaac, I'm just glad we went through so much. And
I know we've been through a lot together. I feel like you've been with me the entire time, and I'm glad.
And guess what? You've had kind of more of a life than I have because I still have a cat.
and you just called back Fancy Pants, which it's kind of didn't. I don't know.
It was just a
cry for help, Brittany.
It was an olive branch about lever. It was a lever olive branch. I don't know what it was. I don't know why I did it either, Isaac.
I don't know, but we've been through a lot. And here's another one for you.
Okay.
You've been looking for this song. It's called Paycheck Woman, and it's by Cletus T. Judd.
Paycheck Woman.
That's what it's called, yes.
That is way different. Don't play it yet, Jack, because I have to go to break. Okay, it'll be there. It's a #1 hit. What do you mean it's not in there? It's not. Don't tell me that. I'm going to busk a gasket or busk. All right, Isaac?
Yes.
I think you're old enough for toys now. And let me put you on hold, and I'll give you something from JamieWhite.com, okay?
Oh, nice. Very good.
Well, back in the day, he wasn't old enough. Okay. He thought they were actual shoulder massagers. He didn't even know where his prostate was.
Call Jamie.